Pakistan proposes nuclear test ban arrangement with India. Pakistan has renewed its proposal to India for a bilateral arrangement on a nuclear test ban, saying it would go a long way in strengthening the global norm against nuclear testing and promote regional stability. Peace and stability in South Asia cannot be achieved without resolving the underlying disputes, agreeing on reciprocal measures for nuclear and missile restraint, and instituting a balance between conventional forces. Ambassador Farooq Amil, who is Pakistan's permanent representative to the UN and other intel organizations based in Geneva, told the UN General Assembly's First Committee, which deals with disarmament and international security matters. Our proposal for a strategic restraint regime in South Asia, based on these three interlocking elements, remains on the table, he said, while reaffirming Pakistan's commitment to promote peace and stability in the region. Indian Air Force to start receiving Jaguar airframes for aging fleet soon. Following India's decision to procure decommissioned Jaguar fighter aircraft and spares from other countries to help keep its existing fleet of these depenetration strike aircraft afloat, the first such consignment is expected to arrive here shortly. France is giving India 31 airframes, while the UK and Oman are giving 2 airframes each. A few engines and several hundred types of critically needed spares are part of the package. Most of the airframes would be used for cannibalization so that optimum squadron serviceability can be maintained. 2 Jaguar T-2 aircraft and 381 types of spares will be transferred to India from the UK shortly, for which modalities are being worked out, an IAF officer said. The aircraft will be ferried to India in a partially dismantled state, and these would then be reassembled at the Gorkapur Air Force Station by the IAF under the supervision of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, he added. The T-2 is a 2-seat trainer version produced for the Royal Air Force that is capable of undertaking a secondary role of strike and ground attack. The versions operated by the IAF are the IS, single-seat strike, IB, trainer, and IM, maritime. No ties with Pakistan at India's cost, relations with New Delhi long-term, says Russian ambassador. The Russian ambassador said that Russia's relations with Pakistan should not be a matter of concern for India since ties with India are of strategic, long-term nature, as per a report by news agency PTI. Nikolay Kudashev, the Russian envoy to India, also said that the relations with Pakistan are only a way of contributing towards regional stability. Kudashev further said that it was for ensuring a stable Pakistan and the efforts are being made to combat terrorism. He also added that during the summit between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Prime Minister Narendra Modi a few days ago, no concern was expressed over Russia-Pakistan ties. What is it to be concerned about? The relationship is very clear. We need a stable Pakistan, as far as I understand. This is also the idea of the Indian side, he told reporters. He also said that the military exercises with Pakistan were only part of a counter-terror drill and nothing more should be read into it. Kudashev further compared the military cooperation with Pakistan to that with India and said that it's almost nil in comparison. Claiming that something new must happen to bring Pakistan to the regional mainstream, the ambassador said that it is important to convince them to invest more in fighting terrorism. IAF Jaguar jet skids off runway in Gujarat, pilots ejected safely. An Indian Air Force Jaguar jet skidded off the runway during landing on Wednesday night in Gujarat's Jamnagar Air Base. According to media reports, while coming to land after a night sortie, Jaguar pilot spotted fire in the undercarriage and immediately took evasive action to make an emergency landing, which badly damaged the aircraft, and the pilot carried out a low-level ejection from the aircraft. This is the third accident involving Jaguar fighter fleet in 2018. Unconfirmed reports accessed by idrw.org say that aircraft hit some unidentified runway material which leads to the fire, and could be due to human error that aircraft suffered some damage which leads to the accident. Indian Air Force plans to keep Jaguar fleet in active service till 2034. Reliance has 10% of offset in Rafale deal, says Dassault CEO. Dassault Aviation's joint venture with Reliance represents around 10% of the offset investments under the Rafale jet deal, Dassault CEO Eric Trappier has said. We are in talks with about 100 Indian firms, including around 30 with which we have already confirmed partnerships, Trappier told AFP. Separately on Thursday, speaking at a briefing in Paris, Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reiterated the government's claim that it had no idea that Dassault Aviation would team up with Reliance Group, run by Anil Ambani. Several reports have alleged that Dassault was forced to choose Reliance by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led central government despite its having almost no experience in the aviation sector. On the eve of Sitharaman's visit, French investigative website Mediapart quoted the notes of a meeting between Dassault management and workers' representatives which described the choice of Reliance as imperative and compulsory. We are very clear, with the government of France, we agreed to purchase 36 Rafale aircraft in flyaway condition, Sitharaman said.